Late evening, family. Late evening. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I have a couple minutes on my palms real quick. Decided I come on here and get in y'all business a little bit on y'all goals and what your 2026, what you're planning your 2026 to look like. Welcome for the all of one of you who just tuned in. Like I said, I have a couple of minutes before I get home and get to what I need to get to. I just wanted to check in real quick and check out, see what you guys planning and looking forward to in 2026. Y'all know it's here. I swear it was just February, 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So, as I always say, make plans for your future, or your future will make plans for you. And I promise you, you're not gonna like the plans or the plans your future have for you. Oftentimes we kind of like go with the flow, and that's not necessarily a good thing, unless you're not really, or one not really looking for much change or something different, better, or whatever. They just just kind of like just flowing with it. I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean? But if you one who's seeking more, who's seeking change, who know you deserve better, going with the flow, that's not gonna work. Going with the flow not gonna work, because naturally, just as the world spins and every hour, every day come and go, things is not gonna necessarily work out for you. You know what I mean? So you got to disrupt that. So I just want to know what you guys plans for 2026. What y'all goals looking like? What are you guys goals looking like? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. What your goals looking like in 2026? One of the things my wife always look forward to is a Florida trip in the summer. All right. What are you guys looking forward to in 2026? The reckoning. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing? So what are you guys plans for 2026? Talk to me. What are you guys looking to accomplish? What changes are you looking forward to making, or looking forward to manifest in your 2026? Yeah, I know. That's why I always advise no one to to go live while driving, where I'm extremely careful when I do this. And I was actually just right around the corner from my crib. So, because when I get to the house, I have a couple minutes, and then I got to get to work. Um, I am working on something that I think you all can use. Maybe I'm not going to go into details, but I'm planning to um, do this in the next couple of weeks. So I guess that's also why I'm asking you guys, what are you planning in your 2026? What are your goals? Because if you don't make plans for your future will make plans for you. I'm already at the crib. I appreciate you though for sure. If you don't make plans for your future will make plans for you, and you will not like the plans that your future have for you. So with that being said, where them goals at? Talk to me. Where them goals at? What are you guys goals for 2026? Um, well, I'll crank it up. One of the things is I don't know why I'm wheezing. I don't understand where this come from. So one of my goals for 2026 is I just I just registered my new business, consultant business, life coach, and life and career coach consultancy business. So that right there is one thing that I'm gonna get into, like big time, but it's more like a lot of serving. God kind of like gave me the blueprint of it. I still have a lot of stuff I gotta work out and everything. So yeah, that's kind of like where my focus is going to be for 2026. So what do you guys have? What do you guys have? More patience, slow the anger, get back to the gym, go to business, catch up on past sexes. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I'm looking forward to it. 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 Man, it's like with this. First of all, this light killing me. Um, with I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I feel like I don't want to be like we can do anything we put our minds to because obviously me being 43 years old, I don't plan on being an NFL player, and if I was, I don't think I can at this age. You feel me? But the thing is, like, I believe that God gives us dreams, visions, and ideas. Hold on for a second. Hey, what's up with you? What's up with you? I believe that God gives us dreams, visions, and ideas. And when you think about Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to bring you hope in the future. For I know the plans that I have for you. I believe that God gives us dreams, visions, and ideas pertaining to those plans and that future. You know what I mean? Like it's up to us. It is our responsibility to breathe life into that dream, vision, as well as that idea. You know, and oftentimes we we disqualify ourselves because we look at our insufficiencies or our struggles, our past, where we from, what we grew up like, what we've been through. But we have to know. Listen to me. We have to know. Jesus said, "I didn't come for the righteous, but for the sinners." And last time I checked, we're all sinners. So, like, Like we're talking about one who created everything with let there be. He don't need us to do anything. Like he's so like gracious enough and so good enough to where he include us in his plans. So let's stop looking in the mirror and saying like, nah, I can't do that. Nah, like whenever we look at like I can't do that, that's a good deal. That's a good thing because that's letting us know. First of all, God has given us a dream, the vision, and the idea. It's possible. With God, all things are possible, right? And obviously, not all things. I believe when it comes down to Him saying like, with God, all things are possible. It's everything that He has created, called, gifted, and purposed us to do. All right, whatever it is in our lane that He have, or our race that He has called us to run, we can do all of it. Now, some things we can do on our own, but when we can't do certain things, it's one of those type of deals. It's one of those type of deals that we have to we have to always be reminded that we can't do it without Him, and nor do He want us to do it without Him. We always have to know that we need Him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so with that being said, so I asked you, what are your dreams, visions? What are your goals for 2026? If you I don't know what's today's date, the 20th or 21st or something like that. Um, um, 2026 is like really right down the street. You feel me? But what a terrible snap. Terrible. Terrible. I'm sorry, this Green Bay and Chicago game is on. That was terrible. They was about to score, and my man like hiked the ball like way over his head. Um. Anyway, so because 2026 is like literally right down the street, if we're not ready for the new year, ask yourself when do you plan on getting ready for it? Because before you know it, before we know it, it's going to be June. It's going to be June, right? It's going to be June. So um oftentimes we feel like that we don't deserve this and we don't deserve that based on our mistakes we've made, whatever, so on and so forth, right? Um, but know that no matter how good or bad your life is, you have to believe that you deserve much more. You have to believe that. It's imperative that you believe that. Hold on. It's imperative that you believe that. It's imperative that you believe that you deserve much more. And you can have much more. All right. But if you don't know what you want, it's not necessarily going to fall in your lap, because some things God just do and provide. But when it comes down to, for I know the plans I have for you, like I just believe it's going to come. It comes with, it's going to come with faith. You're going to have to like, we're going to have to like activate faith and walk in it in obedience to Him, though, not apart from Him. So if I was to ask you, like, as 2026 is concerned, What are you going to do different? What are you going to change? What what are you going to set your sight on? What are you going to go for? What are you going to stop doing? What circle do you need to remove yourself from? What individuals you might need to kind of like brush to the side a bit for whatever toxic reason, for whatever legitimate reason, for whatever like I gotta focus on my future reason. Like every time I'm around you, I end up doing this reason. Every time I'm around you, bad things just tends to happen. Reason, whatever the reason is. Because sometimes the company that we keep, it like hindrance is there. Furthermore, furthermore, as the Bible says, bad company corrupts good character. So who do you need to remove out of your circle, out of your life? Who you need to kind of like, just pull back from? But know that if you, the beginning of 2025, you like this is going to be my year. Um, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change that. I'm going to have this. I'm going to accomplish that. This is my year. This year is going to be better than 2024. This year is going to be better than my best year yet. Then I have to ask you, like, was 2025 your best year yet? Was 2025 your best year yet? And if not, ask yourself, why not? What happened? So when it comes down to your goals, our goals, like for one, we have to know what they are, and we have to know what we must do every single day to achieve those goals, because it's just not going to happen. I think when I was like my early 20s, I was like, by the time I turn 30, I'm going to I'm gonna be set. So when I have kids, they ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. That's a hell of a goal. Like that's the business. But guess what? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything to exercise that belief, that faith. I didn't work, I didn't do any of that. In fact, I was still that was around still the same within that 15, 20 year period of me just living for the weekend. You know what I mean? So where there was a heck of a goal and something to set and shoot for sure. Is it possible? Yes, sir. But okay, how am I gonna do that? Through what vehicle? What job? Like, what do I say when I say gonna be set? What is that dollar amount? Like, what what is what is my profession gonna be? How much money do I need to start putting aside? Like what like it's just different things like that. So when it come down to our goals, we have to know what we're gonna do every single day, or what we have to do every single day. So when it comes down to it, when it come down to making progress and achieving that goal, because we're actively working at it every single day, we have no choice but to achieve that goal. But if we're not doing anything, if we're not actively and intentionally working towards it, putting in work to accomplish it, it sounds good. That was a heck of a catch. It sounds good. So when it comes down to whatever that goal is and whatever you must do every single day, like the best way to achieve that is just put it in your routine, which I'll talk more with you guys about that in a couple of weeks. But put in your routine, like create time windows for everything that you have to do every single day, but make sure that whatever it is that you have to do every single day, to where at some point or whatever that deadline is, you will achieve that goal. But it have to be in that routine. So then all you have to do is just follow that routine, and you will achieve that goal. Yes, that's one of mine. That's one of my goals. Um, so for me, that looks like um, um, for one of the things, it looks like REITs, silver. Hmm. I've been hearing gold. That's the first time I heard silver. Look, I'm not discrediting that at all. Definitely something to look into. So when it come down to investing, like you said, so the first thing I did um, a few weeks ago is started investing in myself first. Yeah, for sure. Yep. I mean, because we just never know. Like, we just never know what the future holds. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, like investing in, and like different commodities and stuff like that. Definitely. So yeah, so what I was gonna do is, let's look better. So I wonder why it's so hazy. So what I was gonna do is invest in REITs and ETFs, which I kind of already had like a game plan how I was gonna run it. Um, but I had to shrink it down a bit, like one thing at a time. So I chose to invest in me first, and then I'll start investing in stocks and everything. I'm not really savvy on stocks, but I have a little insight on like REITs. You feel me? So and REITs, I'm not sure if you know anything about REITs, but it pay dividends. I want to say like quarterly or something like that. Obviously, I think it's like four major ones. I know Vici is one of them. Realty income is a realty income is another. Realty income, that's what is that? Because these different REITs. So I think Vici, they have like that's dealing with like with rent. So it's not like just it's for example, you know how like S&P 500 have like different like companies and stuff like that. Like, well, REITs are the same. They pretty much the same as it relates to that. So realty income, I want to say they have like different businesses like all in one, and I think realty income paid the most dividends. I want to say quarterly. I want to say quarterly because I was invested in that around the time Dogecoin was out, but I had no idea what I was doing. You know what I mean? I had no idea what I was doing. I end up taking the money out and whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, look into it. Just look into REITs. I wish I can share my screen, but I can't because I have this stuff in my phone. So like like Las Vegas, what is it, Bellagio or whatever, like hotels and different stuff like that. I get it confused. I want to say it's Vici that where those companies are basically like bundled up under Vici. I think it's VICCI. You can look. I think right now I checked it last week. I want to say it's like $28 a stock. I want to say it is. And it's crazy because when I was looking at it about 2 months ago, it was only $10. I'm like, yeah, I finna do the thing. You know what I mean? I already knew how much I was gonna buy and everything, but I didn't do it because I went another route with it. But it's up $28, and it's crazy because when I checked it the other day, it was in red, so it dropped a bit. So that let me know it was probably in its 30s. You know what I'm saying? So and I want to say Vici is the cheapest REIT that you can purchase right now. So yeah, and then they have I don't remember the other two REITs. They have they deal with like construction companies. I want to say like Pro Lodges and like different construction companies like within that one REIT. You know what I mean? So you have like some with the Vegas, the Bellagio's, and like the hotels and stuff like that. And one REIT, which again I think is Vici, then Realty Income, like um, that one I can't remember which one that is, but that's the one that paid the most, if my memory serves me correctly. So yeah, man, it be like that sometimes for sure. It be like that. It be like that sometimes. So yeah. But yeah, definitely check it out. Like I said, Vici, I think is VICCI, and then Realty, REALTY Income. Um, yep. I really want to get into the S&P 500, but man, that joint, I want to say that joint like 600 and something a stock. But I think you can break it a bit. Like you don't have to buy like whole stocks, but still though, like I'm gonna have to work up to I'm gonna have to work up to that point. So yeah, that's something I definitely want to look into like this year. Um, so yeah, because like I said, we just never know what the future holds. So yeah, so that's you speaking about investing. So yeah, that's one of my goals. You know what I mean? So um, oh yeah, like tech companies and stuff like that with AI. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that too. So another reason why I never went that route because I'm like that consists of a lot of research. You know what I mean? And like I'm like I don't have time for that because a lot of what I've been doing over the years is pretty much like purpose work. You know what I mean? Like so it's like whatever it is that God has been wanting me to focus on, create, put together, like just purpose work. So it's like I don't have time to like be researching um, stocks and different companies and learning this and learning that. I'm like, that's gonna take me away from what I know I'm supposed to be doing right now. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, and I still kind of feel like that too. But um, like I said, I know very little about the REITs, and like it's like I don't want to say that you can't go wrong with that, but so it's like REITs. Just think about it like this: like you have like investment properties, right? That pay you monthly or whatever it is. So REITs, REITs is like you. It's real estate stocks. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it's like you in real estate with the REITs. You just don't have the physical property. So where you have these companies paying rent to like this particular REIT or whatever, it's like by law they have to pay a dividend. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's like we're in real estate when we investing in like REITs and stuff like that. We just don't have the physical property. You know what I'm saying? But they're like they real estate stocks. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, we gotta figure it out. Scratch that. I don't even want to say we got to figure it out because uh, there is a design for our life, which means there is a blueprint for our lives. We're trying to figure it out apart from, and this may not be everybody's story, you know what I mean? Like, but like we trying to figure it out apart from the one who created us and who have the blueprint. So it gets stressful. It's like it's one of them type of deals where it's like, man, I can't. Every time I try, every time I do this, it's like one step, two steps forward, three steps backwards, this and that or whatever. It's like what if I'm not even supposed to be doing that? Like, what if that's just like what I want to do? Like, then it's no wonder why it's not working, or it's no wonder why it's like at all these years, like I have not like like bear no fruit. Like it's you get what I'm saying? So it's and like I said, that's generally speaking, but the point that I'm trying to drive home is if we just get to a point where we're ready to let go and surrender and submit, although we may not know exactly how to, but come to that point in that place in our life and just allow Jesus to do whatever it is he's going to do in us one day at a time, then I believe we'll get to a point where it's like, okay, like I said I surrender, but I'm fully surrendered at this point. But the cool thing is though, he don't start that journey with us after we fully submitted or surrendered. I feel like it's like his baby steps. And based on our progress in that area, then it's like we experience him more and experience um, a taste of the life that we are to have in him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but if we like, always put him to the back burner, or it's like we struggle with finding time to spend with him, or it's like, man, I gotta do what I gotta do, you know, forgetting that he's our source. Then like we're always gonna be, just trying to figure it out and bumping our heads and stuff when it's like we're doing everything that's not within the script. So it's like we're going against the grain, but it's like I already have a plan for you. You know what I mean? I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So yeah, My brother, and for anyone who may be watching this later or whatever, as I always say, your future is brighter. Your future is much brighter than what you've experienced, what you've been through. I don't care how good your life is or have been. That's heavy, man. But man, you was created for such a time as this. You was created at such a time as this. And look, check this out. I know you're not looking at it as a bad way. So when you say I carry all the responsibility, it's hard to take risks the way I want to. Bro, on the cool, that could be a good thing. That could be a good thing. That could be a good thing. Because if I wasn't married, bro, I'd be on the first track to hell, bro. You know what I mean? I'm serious. I truly feel like knowing what's in my heart. Yeah, yep, yep. So um me getting married actually saved my life because I would be out there. I believe I would still be out there. He said, I need a good woman of God to help me hold all this down. Hey, I feel you. Hey, it ain't gonna always be easy, let me tell you. It ain't gonna always be easy, but it's definitely gonna be all right. You know what I mean? 4 years, man, that's a grip. That's a grip. Considering, considering you still holding everything down in spite of, salute and my hats off to you. You're doing a dang good job, even in the struggle, even in the frustration, the stress, the disappointments, like the ups and the downs, the goods, the bad. Um, you know what I mean? Like salute to you, my brother. You know what I mean? Salute to you for sure. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I definitely feel you. It's all love. You already know. Yeah. So, yeah, man, just keep rocking out, and just as this includes me as well. Just allow Christ to rule your heart. Allow the peace of Christ to rule your heart. Meaning, let Him in and let Him be all that you need and build according to what His will is for your life. Like, allow Him to govern your life in such a way that it's your decisions are you're governing your decisions before you make them carefully, because because you say I can't do it on my own no more. Like, I'm ready now, and if it's not Him, I don't want it. If it's not Him, then keep it. If he's not going to be there, I don't want to go. If it's not his will, I don't want to do it no more. You feel me? And I feel like that's a safe space to be in, although it can be blinding. But without faith is it's impossible to please God. So, like, I mean, all the stress goes away when we learn to trust Him more. All the worrying and doubting goes away when we learn to trust Him more. Like I've given examples before, it's like if I was to tell someone, like, I know you got to pay rent tomorrow. When I get off tomorrow or whatever time I'm free, I'll handle your rent for you because I know you don't have it, and you know that I'm credible. You gonna be like, man, thank you. All that stress goes away. There's some of your mind like, man, I hope old boy come through. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna be that. But if you know that I'm credible, you know that it's like, bet, man, I can't wait. You know what I mean? Like you can sleep at night. So it's the same thing, like he's credible. So if we know that he's credible, then we should like really lean into trusting him more. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of worrying about tomorrow and things that we have no control of, what if this happened? Fear kicks in and all this other type of stuff. Like we entertaining thoughts that we shouldn't. Like we foresee this thing playing out and it's not even, you know what I mean? Like we do it to ourselves. Why? Because we so worry about tomorrow, forgetting that he have the whole world in his hands. You know what I mean? He got us. You feel me? He got us. So um, it's just learning to trust him with our life. You know what I'm saying? And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's one day at a time, one step at a time. One step at a time, one day at a time. But the thing is, like making effort and putting towards action of really trying and just really trying to let go. You know what I mean? And we can say, I know that God's plan for my life is much better than mine's, but we'll never experience it, see it, or live it if we don't let go and learn to trust that He got it under control. Again, if He's credible. I'm sure all three of us could agree that He's credible. So we know that He's credible. So let's work on that to circle it all the way back around. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. So um, instead of trying to figure it out this year on our own, let's make it, let's start having this conversation with God more this year of what you want me to do this year. What do you want from my life? What do you need me to let go of? What's getting in the way of you and our relationship? What am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make it a point to make it about him. And again, there's nothing wrong with dreams, goals, and visions, everything, because God, he show us what's to come through the dreams and the visions and the ideas that we should brainstorm to breathe life into what he show us and what he revealed to us. Like write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2. You feel me? Like, so yes, we are to plans, but we are also supposed to submit our plans to him. We are also to not lean to our own understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like trusting in him, allowing him to guide our path. But if we already have in our mind what we finna do and like locked in on that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it's like that, it's safe to say I'm only out for my results and what I want, what I need. And it could be like something legitimate, things that you have to handle, things that I have to handle. But the thing is, like every day, every decision, every outcome. So it's 8:14 now, where I'm at. So as we look back on today, and then yesterday, day before that, all the way back to the beginning of the week, how many decisions did we make with God in mind? Yes, we can say, yeah, I definitely like I the good that I did, someone I blessed or whatever, gave God the glory, I glorified him. Cool, that's what's up. That's what's up. But in a 24-hour period, when was the last time we asked him, what do you need from me? How can I bless your name? You know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to do? so so with that being said, we must, though he is with us, it's almost like we're doing it on our own because we're not including him in anything other than when we need his provision, other than when we need him to intervene, restore, heal, provide a way, opportunity, give me the strength. And all those things are cool. You know what I mean? Like, but like, yeah, like let's start asking those questions at the start of our day before we pick up our phones and you know what I'm saying, like and do whatever it is that we normally do when we wake up. No shame to you, my brother. I'm guilty of it too. And it's crazy because as I was saying it, you know what I mean, like I didn't know I was gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, needless to say, I need to do better as well. So let's make that a point to do that in the morning before we get our day started. And when we do that though, let's not do it while we're on the move. Let's not do it like quick check in. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just like if we know we have to be to work or somewhere in the morning when we wake up, we already know what time we have to what's based on what time we have to be there, we know what time we need to leave the house. Based on what time we need to leave the house, we already know like with all the stuff we have to do before we leave, we know what time we have to wake up. If we have to wake up a little earlier, guess what? We're gonna make that happen. Let's exercise doing that for the man. So when we go before him and ask him that question, we're actually sitting in his presence and giving him an opportunity to respond back. If he do it in that moment, he may not do it in that moment. He might do it later. He might do it tomorrow. But we keep asking, seeking, and knocking at some point. because it is we're developing the desire in our hearts to please God. And if I'm going to please you, that means I need to be intentional about what I do and how I do it. Even if it's making sure I, I give him the first 30 minutes to an hour of my day before I do anything else. Even if I don't know what to pray, whatever it is, like just it's because he know our hearts. Forgive me, I don't like to say that because people use that out of context. Oh, he know my heart. That's their reason and justification for not doing better, for constantly making the same mistakes. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about based on when God told Samuel, man, look at the outer appearance. I look at the heart. So God know when he will know when we go to that secret place in the morning time or whatever, and we don't know what to pray. He know our hearts, that like he know that we're there for him, or we just going to check a box, like check a box off. But creating that daily habit to where I'm seeking my king first. I'm honoring him first. I'm giving him the first fruits of my day, first fruits of my time. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and when we start to seek him more for him, and because he have a will for our lives, he'll begin to, whether he reveal it first or he'll begin to guide us in doing that, showing us along the way, teaching us along the way, and it's according to Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. So yeah. Yeah. Well, the family is away for they got some going on at the daughter house. Um, gingerbread houses and different stuff like that. Me, I finna open up this. I finna get on this business stuff, and prepare for what's to come. And yeah, I'm dancing around it because I want to speak on it, but I'm not yet. I'll be patient. I'll be patient. So, but yeah, that's all I have, and let's close in prayer. Father, thank you for this moment. As you know, the areas that I must improve pertaining to what I just spoke to, as well as other areas. I pray that because your word says that there is no condemnation in Christ Jesus, is that we all feel convicted, a healthy conviction, but aggressive, undeniable conviction to where we know the areas we need to improve. We can try, and I do believe we can do better. But I also believe that we can be so much more effective with your assistance. You know the areas that we are weak and where we fall short. You know our personal struggles. In fact, you know us better than we know ourselves. So you know exactly what needs to be done. Help us seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added. Remind us to be more conscious and careful, to seek you first, honor you first, start our day off with you first. And I pray that you will meet us in those moments and even throughout the day, but definitely then, because it's something about those morning moments spent with you is different. And I pray that a new life will be produced in those morning times with you. That we get to experience you, see you, get to know you like never before. That give us the hunger to keep running back to you, seeking your face with the veil off, but come to you like little children. Lord, bless our efforts, empower us to be more consistent and intentional about seeking you first, your kingdom first, your righteousness first. Where we have responsibilities that we must tend to daily, seeking you first. Show us how. Years ago, you taught me how to create the routine to where I needed to start to be structured and intentional about seeking you first and starting my day off in your presence first. I'm no more special than your other sons and daughters. Where you have given me instruction to teach this coming soon. Lord, I pray that you will nudge on them a bit and show them what they can do that will help them to be more careful, intentional, as well as consistent. It's not about the works, but relationship. It's not about religion. It's about knowing you personally and having a personal relationship with you. Help us in these areas that we fall short. Forgive us for our rebellion, our disobedience, our selfishness, our pridefulness, and all other sins that may be committed behind closed doors. Help us to be a doer of your word, not just a hearer. Build us up and our faith. Show us the way so we can follow willingly, because we know that we can trust you. Thank you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your son. Thank you for first choosing us. Thank you for calling us. I pray that all of us answer the call and walk worthy of the calling that you have on our life. May you be glorified always. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, my brother, you already know, as always, it's always good. It's always good. It's always good. It's always good to see you and chop it up with you. Again, I salute you. Um, um, some things we do that there are a lot of things that we do that we're supposed to do. But because that we supposed to do it, we don't look at it like, oh, it's a special deal, a special thing or a big deal. Again, I want to salute you. I want to congratulate you. I want to celebrate you. You know what I mean? Like, regardless if you are simply doing your responsibilities, there are a lot of individuals out there who are not handling their business. There are a lot of individuals who quit, who give up, and don't even try. Where some days you probably like, man, bump this, but then it's like resilience. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you sticking it in there, you hanging it in there, like keep fighting a good fight, man. You know what I mean? Keep fighting a good fight. Allow him in, and man, let him bless what you're doing. You feel me? According to what his will is for your life. I appreciate it. And likewise. You know what I mean? Like you doing a big deal, man. Just those stressful moments, just thank them. You know what I mean? Because it's a true blessing. It's a true blessing. So man, I love you greatly. And until we meet again, I think that's it. Any prayer requests, real quick? Any prayer requests? Any prayer requests? All right, cool. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. Until we meet again, much love, much love, much love always. Peace.